Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, February 24th, 19th day of Adar Rishon. We're continuing on in the laws of Shalach Manos, sending gifts on the day of Purim. We had told you last that it needs to be two different items, okay? But what we want to add today, as one of our halachas, is that the two different items could be the same bracha. In other words, you could send a bottle of apple juice that has the bracha of shahakol and a bottle of orange juice that also has the bracha of shahakol, and you would still fulfill the mitzvah of Shalach Manos. It goes without saying now. Next halacha was already covered. Drinks are okay. Drinks could be part of your Shalach Manos. It doesn't have to be only edible items. It could also be drinkable items. If you want to send raw food as your Shalach Manos, the rabbis argue about that. On the one hand, it's supposed to be food items that are usable for the Purim Suda, and raw food is not usable for the Purim Suda. The rabbis who hold that it is okay say, well, it is usable. You just got to cook it up, and then it'll be usable. So some allow raw food as a Shalach Manos item. A frozen food, pretty much all rabbis are saying that that's okay because all it needs is a little bit of defrosting and it's good to go. So frozen items are okay for Shalach Manos. Packaged foods, of course, are totally okay. Now, you do have to open the package, but that's still considered ready food, and that's fine. Bread and some meat, that could be your Shalach Manos also. I don't know about a sandwich though, because a sandwich is like one item altogether. But bread with some meat separate from it, that's for sure an okay Shalach Manos. Candies and or chocolate, they're okay for Shalach Manos too. A candy tray, you could have said, uh-oh, that's kind of like one item. It's a candy tray, but it's still okay according to a lot of the rabbis because there's a lot of different things on a candy tray. So it actually is a lot of different foods. Some rabbis do say that, remember, the idea is that Shalach Manos, according to some rabbis, is for food that you're delivering so that your friend could use it at his Purim Suda. So if all of your Shalach Manoses are things that can't really be used at the Purim Suda, try to make sure that at least one of your items is an item that could be used at the Purim Suda, like a potato kugel and a bottle of orange juice. I don't know. That stuff that could be used at the Purim Suda. Try and make at least one of your Shalach Manoses have that kind of stuff in it. Should you give according to your wealth? In other words, a wealthy person give more? So most rabbis say yes. If you can afford more, then you should give more for Shalach Manos. If you gave non-food items as your Shalach Manos, most rabbis say you didn't fulfill the mitzvah. So there is a minority opinion that says it's okay, but most rabbis say no, don't give non-food items. If you say, wait, but I'm going to send a Sefer, a Jewish book, so does that mean it's, because that's a good thing, right? But it's not a good Shalach Manos, okay? So don't send Svarim as your Shalach Manos unless they're an add-on, to the food that you already sent, but you cannot fulfill your mitzvah with with a sefer. Also, interestingly, you cannot fulfill your mitzvah for Shalach Manos with money. You might feel like saying, why not? He can use that money and go to the store and buy himself food for his Suda. Yeah, but you see, it's not food for the Suda. It's money which could lead to food for the Suda. So don't send Shalach Manos. At least don't try to fulfill your mitzvah with that. If it's someone you really like and you want to give them food items and put a little bit of cash in there because you really love them and you want them to have extra, sure, you could do that. But you have to fulfill your mitzvah with food items. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more.